Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. This is a 105 leFH18B2, the French Tier 5 premium SPG that most people know as a leFH, leaf blower, or leFH if you happen to be jingles. We know as FILO Pew Pew. It's located on the west side of Berlin and it's under the command of Gary Halliwell of FILO. Game started. Well, most of the Arty tend to spawn in this area, so he's actually headed north. There are some places you can fire from in this corner, but the problem is that most people know that the Arty are over here, so if they send light tanks over, yes, you're more than likely going to meet the enemy and they're going to try to kill you. Unfortunately, he's driven into that railway wagon that got turned over on its side. It's a solid object, and he's now moving over to behind that coal pit, I think. And that's where he's going to shoot from. Now he's got a 105mm light field howitzer capable of 410 alpha, penetrating 53mm of armour, and with a burst radius of 1.91 meters. But the best thing about the Fifi is that it fires as fast as it reloads. It reloads as fast as it dials in on the aim, and it's 7.51 seconds between each shot for Gary. His first shot goes in, doesn't get a hit, but he's now aiming at a Panzer T25. Rounds out, direct hit, 167. Now, if you get penetrating shots on this Arty, you can do a lot of damage to the enemy. He fires another one in, hits the M4A1. An IKV-65-2 has decided to come along the north route, and I think he's going to try and get shots on some of our tanks from that position near the bridge. Takes a big hit, that's a penetrating round for 376, a low roll penetrator, and he's out the game. Okay, we're spotting a number of enemy targets, including a VK3001P and a Rudy, but we can't shoot the Rudy at the moment because he's behind the buildings, and the VK, well, he's using the wreckage for cover. T3485, that's a tier 6, so he's tier 5, that's a higher tier, which means he earns more XP for hitting that target. And we don't know if he's still there, but we're guessing he is. Yes, he is still there. And that time round, he got a low roll penetrating shot for 337. Okay, the Panzer T25 is taken out, and he kills the T3485 with the next shot, so he's got his first kill. Now, Gary Halliwell's got one mark of excellence on his barrel. He's obviously played this Arty a lot, and he gets another penetrating round on the Rudy Poland, the Polish Rudy tank. He's got 320 from that shot, and that's a low roll penetrator. Okay, that DSPZ is, well, he can fire and get a hit. Yes, a big one, but it's not a penetrating shot, but he's killed by our T3485. Well, Gary can move this position, and he needs to get position behind that coal because the T50 is headed this way. Yep, he knows that the enemy's on his way over, and that T50 is looking for him. There is an enemy Arty, it's an M41, so the moment he's spotted, that guy's going to try and shot, and yes, he does know, the T50 knows he's here, and that means the enemy Arty is going to be firing in Gary's direction very shortly. He fires one in, gets a hit for 136. I think the T50 will probably shoot him. Yes, he does. Goes for another shot, and this time round he kills him, but he's going to have to get out of here quick because the enemy Arty is more than likely going to fire. And I wouldn't be surprised to see a shell land near his firing position, or near him, as he relocates. Well, looks like the enemy Gorilla was either out of range or just too busy to fire in Gary's direction, so that's good. And he's now gone unspotted, so the enemy doesn't know where he is. Okay, next target, KV-85. He's way down in the south, hiding behind those concrete blocks. Rounds out. This could be a kill shot. It is! Nice shot. So he's now got 4 kills. Not bad. He's doing very well. In fact, there's only 2 enemies left. So it is possible for him to get a top gun. But I think he's going to have to fight for that. And in fact, actually, he's just platooned with the T3485. And he's got 3 kills already. So there's if they both survive, they're going to get a brothers in arms. But I don't think he's going to get a shot on that budgie, because the budgie is actually behind the building and he's got no shot. But he can hit this T34. He lets it dial in. The more accurate you get, the longer you let it dial in. Rounds out. That looked to be a perfect shot. It is! And he gets his 5th kill. And there's only one enemy left. It's the Budgie. And I don't think he's going to get there in time. His teammates are going to take that kill. And they do. And that's the end of the game. So, pretty quick game. 5 minutes long. And he gets a Brothers in Arms. Let's have a look at the end of battle stats. Well, first class tanker for Gary Halliwell of FILO in the 105 leFH18B2. He managed to get a fighter badge for getting at least 4 kills. He got 5, one short of getting a Top Gun. He got a Bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. He got 5 exactly, but best of all, he did pick up a Brothers in Arms medal because he was in platoon with somebody else who also managed to get at least 3 kills. And so, yes, they've earned the right to a Brothers in Arms medal. Win 8 from that game was 6,485, which is on the high side of Super Unicum levels. So, well done. Let's have a look at team score. Funnily enough, he did get the highest damage in the game, but wasn't enough to get the high caliber for some reason. Wasn't 20% of the enemy hit pool, probably. 1,987 hit points to Gary Halliwell, 1,946 to the Budgie, and 1,420 to the VK3001P. There was only one other player who actually managed to get over 1,000 hit points, and that was his platoon mate in the T3485. He got 1,287 hit points of damage. The Budgie managed to get a Confederate medal. When it came to kills, it was Gary Halliwell with 5 kills. 3 kills went to his platoon mate, the T3485, 2 kills to the Nashorn and the DSPZ. Nobody on the enemy team managed to get above 1 kill. And when it came to base XP, it was the Budgie who did the best with 914 base for him, 913 to Gary Halliwell, 762 to the VK3001P, and his platoon mate managed to get 724 base. Gary fired 14 rounds, got 10 direct hits, 3 penetrations. I said he was getting penetration after penetration on those enemy tanks. Splash damage on 9, damage of 1,987 hit points, of which 1,686 were at more than 300 meters. Yes, he did hit some of those targets, especially the T50 at fairly close range. 2 hits received, both penetrations, both came from the T50. Yes, he was given enough time to get those shots in, but Gary does have, or did have, enough armor to take those shots, or enough health to take those shots. He damaged 9 of the enemy, killed 5, and did 123 hit points of damage assistance. On a premium count, he earned 46,104 credits, and he got 100,000 credits for completing the mission and event. So his total, 146,104 credits. That's a huge total. And after repair, ammunition, resupply, and consumables, he still walked away with a massive profit of 124,036 credits. Even if there had been no 100,000 for completing the mission and events, he still would have made a hefty profit of 24,000. So I think he would have been happy with that, but he's even happier with 124,000. 1,369 XP times 2 for the first victory, 548 for this being a premium vehicle, and took away 3,287 experience points altogether. So a pretty good game on Berlin. No other medals and no ace tanker, but a Brothers in Arms is always welcome, so well done to Gary. If you enjoyed that replay, please give this video a like and do subscribe to our channel please, and thanks for watching.